Devastation in Florida that occurred the other day. Man, we're just, some of the results of this, some of the, once it got to be daylight and they started getting cameras all over the place, it is shocking, stunning what happened.
And Ian's getting ready to make landfall in the Carolinas right now. Sure. I mean, sometime this morning to noon is going to make landfall there. Now, obviously, it's only a 1. It's not the strongest storm as it was when it hit Florida, but it's still doing damage.
Yeah, it's going to come in at high tide, and they're saying storm surge up to 18 feet. I can't imagine. And that downtown Charleston, it floods when you spit in the street there.
Well, absolutely.
And we saw 16 feet did to Fort Myers.
Sure.
18 feet? Wow. I hope they're wrong about that. But here's some of the devastation. Here's a before and after of the Fort Myers Beach Pier. I guess it's a highly beloved sort of
it's one of the places
area.
Everybody goes, yeah.
So there it is.
Beautiful.
Before. Yeah, really cool. And there it is after.
So things a little rebuilding needs to be done.
Yeah. This is going to take years.
Oh my gosh.
Definitely.
I mean, there's plenty of places that are just completely lost, gone. And there, I heard one estimate say $40 billion. I laugh at $40 billion. That rebuilding is going to be a lot more than that, man.
I think $40 billion is one block.
I think so too.
What they have to rebuild.
And we're talking about the beach area where it made landfall, but that swath through Florida that's now underwater and also damaged from wind, and it's just going to be a long time.
One of the fastest growing areas of Florida too. So,
and here's a high water rescue of a 90-year-old man in Florida that they accomplished, saving people's lives.
Jacob!
I mean, this is America right here.
Yep. Because he wouldn't have survived that on his own. Fortunately, these guys are risking their lives
to save him.
Jeez. Look how deep that water is.
No kidding. God bless him.
Wow.
I mean, in the middle of the hurricane, too.
Yeah. And you wonder, why didn't you evacuate again?
Well, some of those places in Central Florida, along the beaches, absolutely. No question, why didn't you evacuate? You know, I'm sorry that you barely lived through it, or maybe, loss of life. We don't have any idea the numbers of loss of life. They were quoting some 911 calls that would be 100, and that I think the official count is only 10 so far. So, I don't know what the numbers will be. But if you stayed...
You made a mistake. You really did.
Tried to tell you. I know.
Yeah.
It's ugly. I know. I saw one report. I wish I had saved it, where the news reporter is talking to this old lady as she's dragging what belongings she has in a trash can from her lost mobile home. But he's not helping her. It's like she's like, "Are you okay?" "I'll be fine. I'm strong. This is all I have." And I'm like, maybe you help her out a little bit, bro. He's like, "Oh, wow, is that all you have?"
Dang, dude. Don't lose your humanity in this.
Right.
The way this one guy who tweeted out, I love Defiant L's on Twitter. They point out the hypocrisy. And it's just, can we put up the Defiant L tweet? Look at this. Dr. Eeyore. So in 2016, he tweeted out what? What was it say?
The total lack of humanity and empathy in the Republican Party is disgusting. Yeah, that was back in 2016. Then he tweeted out, this guy's supposedly a doctor.
I have no idea.
PhD.
I seriously don't.
Florida is getting what it deserves. That was on...
Wait, but I thought
that was the storm day.
Yeah, that was storm day. Florida's getting what it deserves.
Yeah, I thought
What happened to your empathy and humanity? That's weird. Yeah, because Ron DeSantis is governor, everybody deserves to be killed or have their homes washed away or blown down.
Yep.
Well, it's the don't say also, right? Don't say, Bill.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Don't say.
Thank you.
Right.
Don't say.
Waiting for that.
That's right.
Don't say gay. Oh, God.
So
that guy.
Ron DeSantis' wife, Casey, was speaking out on how people can get involved.
Yeah, here's how you help.
And help.
Now,
I just want to say on behalf of the governor and myself, everyone here who's working at the Emergency Operations Center, all of the men and women who have not left since this disaster began, to all of those people across the state, our first responders, I want to say thank you, because the people across the state and the country have stepped up big to support our Florida Disaster Fund. So far, in less than 24 hours since we launched the fund, we've raised $1.6 million.
Wow.
I am in constant contact with two folks. One, the people of Volunteer Florida, to pledge that we are going to remove any red tape and bureaucracy from getting those funds deployed to the people who need them immediately. And then also we're working with a lot of businesses across the state to continue to build upon that. But thank you to the people across this country and this state for stepping up to help wonderful people who are in need. Again, there's a couple of ways that if you want to continue to donate, you can go to floridadisasterfund.org, or you can also text disaster to 20222. But on behalf of so many wonderful people, thank you for stepping up, and please continue to do so.
Well, I got to say, she's no Jill Biden.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that is
Thank you.
for sure. She's no Jill Biden.
I mean, facts are facts.
Yeah, facts are facts. And I just can't. What am I supposed to lie? She'd be a great first lady.
Sure would.
Wouldn't she?
Huh.
Be a
Well, where'd you go
great
from there?
first lady.
She's Florida's first lady. What are you talking about? She
You're
already is
right,
that
but I'm
job.
talking about a United States first lady.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, for the whole country. That wouldn't be bad.
FloridaDisaster.org.
Pretty strong.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty strong. But again, no Joe Biden. A doctor was in front of Congress yesterday to discuss abortion and I guess how abortion connects to hurricanes.
Yeah, he tries to make a connection between abortion rights and disaster hitting Florida.
Okay.
When we look at today's landscape of abortion access and we talk about a 15-week ban, we can look at Florida, for example, what's happening today with the natural disaster Hurricane Ian.
Yeah.
As that state has a 15-week ban and we think about what's happening to families, what's happening to their homes, folks that may be 13 weeks pregnant or even 10 weeks pregnant, as they deal with the things that they're having to deal with in their life, they're being pushed further and further into pregnancy.
Wait a minute. So if you have,
I have
get
no idea what he said.
Okay.
I have no idea what he said.
Let me see if I can help you there. Because at first it sounded like he was trying to say that Florida was getting hit by a hurricane because they have limited abortion rights.
Sure.
But I think what he was saying is that if you have get an abortion on your to-do list, it's getting pushed down the list because now you have to run away from a hurricane and deal with all the effects of that.
And so I can't get my abortion right now?
Right.
Because I'm fleeing the hurricane.
Yeah, and that's a shame.
If you say that's what he said, you got it. I'm going with it.
So he's saying that if you're in the 13th week of pregnancy right now, and you're like, I've got to get this abortion, but Florida says only the first 15 weeks or bust, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I'm busy now.
Right.
Because there's a hurricane.
Right.
I should be able to kill this baby 8 months from now.
Right. I think, isn't that, he's the head of Planned Parenthood now, isn't he?
Let's see.
That guy? Kumar?
Dr. Kumar?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is Dr. Kumar the head of Planned Parenthood? We're about to find out.
It's not Alex McGill Johnson?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
It
the
might
answer.
be.
Let me look up Kumar Planned Parenthood.
I don't think.
Yeah, he's a doctor with Planned Parenthood.
Okay.
I got you.
So, same doctor. Has some real serious information for us.
Okay, I'll try to.
Oh,
yeah.
More?
Try to hear
So
this
try
time.
to pay attention to what he's
sorry.
saying.
Dr.
here.
Kumar?
Not how he's saying it, but just what he's saying. Here it is.
Men can have pregnancies, especially trans men.
There you go. Pretty simple, right?
Men can have pregnancies, especially trans men.
In other words, even if you're not trans, you can get pregnant if you're a man.
Yeah, how does that happen?
You're just saying, especially trans men, but of course, any man.
What are you? You're a doctor? You've been to school.
Yeah, where did he go to school?
You graduated from college and presumably medical school. And you're telling people men can have pregnancies.
Especially
Men
trans.
can have pregnancies,
Especially the trans men. What? It's just asinine. I mean, how has this happened to our country?